Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am here today and I'll be talking to you and bringing you the match between Barcelona and Villarreal in Estadio de la Cerámica. Barcelona will be visitor today, and I will be alone today. Unfortunately, Oliver will not be with me today. But let's get right into it. For today's match of Barcelona will play with the following players: Ter Stegen in goal, Mingueza, Piqué, and Longley on defense. Des, De Jong, Busquets, and Pedri and Alba on the midfield, basically untouched, and the same as last time, Messi and Griezmann. Um, well, just a quick note: Dembele is back. Nevertheless, he will not play as a starter. He will be on the bench after some discomfort on a muscular issue. So he is on the bench, but he will not be starting. And so, with that, let's go over to the substitutes of Barcelona. We have Neto and Tenas as goalkeepers. Araujo, Umtiti, Firpo, and Sergi Roberto also making comeback after last time he was a starter. And Puig, Moriba in the midfield, and Trincao and Dembele in the attack. So basically, no surprises there. Everything as we would have hoped for. And now let's go over to Villarreal. And for Villarreal, we have Asenjo at goalkeeper, Foyth, Albiol, Torres, and Moreno in the defense. Chukwueze, Capó, Parejo, and Trigueros in the midfield, and Moreno and Alcácer. Moreno, an important key for Villarreal. He does have 20 goals in the Pichichi race, and Alcácer, a known face for Barcelona, as he did play a few seasons for Barcelona. But let's now head over to their subs. It will be Rulli, Gaspar, Funes Mori, Estupiñán, and Costa. Coquelin, Gomez, Pedraza, Baena, Vaca, Pino, and Nino. So a few variants for Villarreal. They will be facing Arsenal next week. So an important match for both teams. If you want to know a little bit more about us, head over to our page, Blaugranagram.com. Like what we do, subscribe to our social media, and also listen to our podcast, which will be tomorrow at, I believe, 4 o'clock ESTP. So right now the game has started. We are in the first minute of play. Barcelona right now have it in the defense, playing a little key ball between them, and Villarreal trying to do a bit more trying to pressure a little bit Barcelona as they try to play all the way from the back. And also, before we get into anything a little bit more interesting, please do submit your question. Any comment, anything, I will be sure to read them. And as we now have one already, Hussaini Ikaso, I'm sorry if I absolutely butchered your name. He says, hi, Hussaini. And right now, so we do have Barcelona trying to play all the way from the back, not really being successful at the moment. They are passing the ball between the defense. Now, currently, Gerard Piqué has it, and he looks to his left for Clement Lenglet. And now Jordi Alba tries a long pass to Antoine Griezmann, but the defense of Villarreal simply cut it off, and now they have the ball, and they will try to play all the way from the back. A very interesting team, always Villarreal, that faces Barcelona. They always bring a lot of pressure and intensity to the matches, but they don't ever seem to be very much lucky against Barcelona. Right now, we have the attack between Villarreal, Moreno trying to attack this. He does look all the way to the final edges of the pitch, but he will get, nevertheless, a corner kick. This covered him really well, didn't allow him to do much, but the Spaniard left back did allow, did manage to get a corner kick at the moment. And I do think Dani Parejo will come to kick it. Key moments for Villarreal is they do have very important aerial players. Here comes the cross. I'll be look to the second corner. Oh, and a great header by Gerard Moreno, but it went over the bar of Marc-André Stegen. He did appear on the second post, but his header just went a little bit over the bar of Marc-André Stegen. I don't know. I think it was Mingueza who was covering, but he did hit a lot of traffic inside the box, and he did not. He was not able to really cover the forward really well. Right now we have Ter Stegen all the way from the back trying to play forward with Mingueza. He does. Now he finds Des pressure a little bit between two defenders of Villarreal. He goes to Frenkie de Jong, and once again all the way back to Marc-André Ter Stegen. Villarreal not really allowing Barcelona to create their style of play all the way from the back. And now Villarreal went in after Ter Stegen tried to accomplish a long ball. Now, right now we have throw in for Villarreal after Villarreal player on the right wing trying to win against Alba. I believe it was Chukwueze who was trying to win it, and now a throw in for Villarreal, but Barcelona recovered really quickly, and now they try to go Frankie de Jong, but he's disarmed, and now Villarreal try to win it back, but no, it is that recovers the ball, and now it goes back to Marc-André Ter Stegen. And now he goes to Mingueza once again, and he goes again to this. But Villarreal not really allowing Barcelona to get away from, will get really that far away from their own box, as they are trying to pressure a lot when they try to play all the way from the back and not allowing a lot of spaces. And whenever they do find a little bit of space, Barcelona, two or three players of Villarreal are quick to really cover those pocket of spaces. Now another long pass by Marc-André Ter Stegen, and this time he will be successful, and he does find Jordi Alba on the left wing. Jordi Alba with a lot of space. He tries to cross, and he goes for Griezmann, but they could just not understand each other as Griezmann went for another direction, and the pass of Alba went another. But it's once again falls to Alba. Alba once again trying to look for a cross. Though he cuts over, he finds Pedri. Pedri now finds Messi. I think if the first touches of Messi in the whole game. Messi goes back to Busquets. Busquets goes to Lenglet. And once again to Alba on the left wing. A great cross. Frenkie de Jong has it, but now it goes to Antoine Griezmann with a shot, but Asenjo covers it. What a good play by Barcelona. A quick cross by Jordi Alba. And Frenkie de Jong just tapped it in the direction of Antoine Griezmann, but Antoine Griezmann was unlucky and could not have a proper shot. And I do believe it was Raúl Albiol that put his foot in between the goal and the shot. It would have been almost a certain goal had Albiol not really done anything. So almost the first chance of danger for Barcelona at the moment. Griezmann had the opportunity. Now it's across a corner kick. Asenjo has a touch on it, but it goes back to this. This covers the ball well. He looks for a foul, but Pablo Alcácer, Paco Alcácer, I believe, won the ball back. Now he goes to Trigueros. Now they go all the way back to the defense, and now they go to the right wing, looking to now break free a little bit more fast, but not really able to. And now Alba gets rid of the ball as it was hit in his direction. And now Alberto Moreno has it facing this. Has a little touch him in. And now Villarreal attacking inside the box. They go a little bit across, and a good shot, but really over the bar once again from Gerard Moreno. A good cross, I believe it was by Chukwueze, but Gerard Moreno had a very strong attempt on target, and went flying over the bar. So very dynamic first few minutes right now for both teams. Villarreal trying to pull a lot of pressure on Barcelona as they try to play all the way from the back. Barcelona trying to be clinical in those few chances that they are trying to have in these first few minutes. And once again, Barcelona tried to play all the way from the back, but Villarreal not really allowing them. And so Mingueza tries the long pass, and he does find Griezmann, and Griezmann finds Frenkie de Jong. And now de Jong goes all the way over to the left wing with Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba once again trying for a cross, but he goes to Messi. Messi 6 hours across a few players, and he does draw a foul from Dani Parejo. Dani Parejo fouls Messi a little bit away from an area where he could attempt a direct attempt from this free kick. But let's see what Barcelona have in store for Villarreal. 8 minutes of play and electrifying match so far. So just a few key points right now. Serginho Des will be a key part as he does try to play a lot through that right wing, trying to construct a little bit from the back. But Alberto so far doing a really great job covering him. And Alba also will be a player key for Barcelona, trying to relieve a little bit more of that pressure. Here we go with Messi. Messi tries the direct shot, but it hits the wall. And now he goes to Jordi Alba. Now Longley, I do think, on the left wing. Back to Jordi Alba, and Barcelona trying to keep a little bit more of the ball right now inside the half of Villarreal, something that the Catalan club has not been able to do so far. Now Mingueza, back to Longley with Jordi Alba, and I think it was Pedri that was really pressured by the defender of Villarreal. And now Barcelona are forced to go all the way back into their own box after Villarreal applied a really good pressure, intense pressure that we'll have to see if they are able to really keep this up the whole 90 minutes. As we all know, it is very demanding, physically speaking, and we'll have to see if they can actually keep this up. Now Miguel looks for a long pass to Serginho Des, and he does find him, but Alberto Moreno is quick to cover him. But Serginho Des is given an offside. A very good attempt for a long pass for Serginho Des, trying to relieve a little bit more of that pressure to his teammate, but he was offside by a few meters. And as I said, both Jordi Alba and this will be key parts, trying to possibly play a little bit away from that midfield that is so crowded both by Barcelona and Villarreal players. But we'll have to see. Right now, Villarreal trying to play now a long pass after Asenjo tried to find Paco Alcácer, but Gerard Piqué was quick to cover him up. And now it's once again Moreno on the left wing trying to find, and he does find the other Moreno, the attacker. But Villarreal also not being really able to play their style of football or even construct a lot, as Barcelona are also applying a good set of pressure. Now they go all the way back to Asenjo. Asenjo not being really that pressured. He does have time and space to the side. And right now, until he is pressured by Antoine Griezmann, he does go to his midfield. And now they go back to Raúl Albiol. Albiol to Juan Foyth. Juan Foyth, normally a center back in his team with Tottenham Hotspur, but he can also play on the right back. So also a important player to keep an eye out. And now Villarreal tried to play once again the long ball, but Piqué was there to cut it off, and now it's with Busquets. Busquets goes back to Piqué, and now Longley. Longley is once again forced back all the way to Marc-André Ter Stegen. Ter Stegen being really demanded these first few minutes. And now we have once again Mingueza. Mingueza with Messi. Messi basically in his own half, trying to construct and being a little bit more in contact with the ball. And he does find Dest, and now Frenkie de Jong. Frenkie de Jong cuts a little bit more into the center. He does find Sergio Busquets once again. It is Frenkie de Jong. Frenkie de Jong trying to lead a bit more of this attack towards the midfield of Villarreal and not so much inside the own half of Barcelona. And they do succeed right now. We have Busquets that is playing inside the half of Villarreal, trying to maintain a little bit more than the ball. And now they go to Jordi Alba on the left wing with a good cross. Griezmann lets the ball in, and now it is a shot, but it's covered once again. It is covered. Another shot by Busquets that is covered once again by the defense. Good attempts by Barcelona, good succession of passes, and now the intensity is on for Villarreal. Once again, Frenkie de Jong and Antoine Griezmann with good connections and trying to crack a little bit more open that defense. Jordi Alba once again with a good cross for with Antoine Griezmann. Antoine Griezmann just left the ball in for Frenkie de Jong, and then Dest had an attempt on target, but the defense was quick to cut it off, and then Busquets with another attempt. So 2 attempts for Barcelona in 1 minute, and once again the Villarreal defense really upholding their part of the deal. And now Barcelona are attempting a little bit more of pressure. Messi with Griezmann. Griezmann finds Dest all the way over on the right wing. This goes to Frenkie de Jong. Frenkie de Jong with Mingueza. Mingueza with Busquets. Busquets with Gerard Piqué. Now Longley. Longley trying to not lose a ball in front of Capot. And he tries a little bit more of a cross, but the ball slithers all the way over to Asenjo. So good attempt by Clement Lenglet. Not really his not really his strong point, but at least trying to do something a little bit more different for his team, trying to regain a little bit more of the confidence after somewhat of a turbulent match against in last match against Getafe, where he did score an own goal and uh, he did score an own goal and he was yellow card very early on. So let's hope that he does have a good match today and really doesn't affect Barcelona. Right now, Villarreal have it a throw in. They go to Gerard Moreno and he goes to Dani Parejo. Dani Parejo finds Paco Alcácer that gets away really well from the defense of Barcelona, and he does find a good pass to Alcácer, but Gerard Piqué was quick to have a say in that cross by the attacker, and now Barcelona tried to play quickly into break into a little bit more space, but Frankie de Jong sees his control not being really poor, and the ball goes out, and once again it is Villarreal's ball. Right now we have Pau Torres on his side of the pitch, being a little bit more patient, not really looking to go for those long passes anymore. Uh, but right now, Barcelona recovered with Pedri, and Pedri goes all the way back to Alba, and he goes back to the goalkeeper Marc-André ter Stegen. I'm playing a little bit more of a keep ball right now between the Barcelona defense, not really allowing Villarreal to have any say in this match so far. 50 minutes of play, a few good attempts by Barcelona so far, but the defense of Villarreal have been outstanding at the moment of having to cover those spaces. And now we have Serginho Dest that is trying to attack a little bit more the defense of Villarreal. He does get away from two defenders, and now it goes to Frankie de Jong. Pedri inside the box. He goes to Messi, who's outside. He gets away from one defender. Now Griezmann finds Alba with a good cross. Frankie de Jong, and he misses a clear shot. Asenjo covered the whole goal, and Frankie de Jong did not score a very, very clear goal. He wasn't, I do think, like 2 meters away from the goal line, and he did have his shot by Asenjo with a miraculous save. And now once again it is Frankie de Jong trying to do a little bit more, but Pau Torres forced him out of bounds. Frankie de Jong did not score a very, very clear attempt. It was very clear, very good cross once again by Jordi Alba, but Asenjo cleared the ball in his own line. It was an incredible save by Asenjo, but also I do think Frankie de Jong does commit an error. He did not have shot on the attempt and did not have a really good direction. He went directly into the center of the goal, and Asenjo was really good to his feet and with really good instincts with really good instincts to be able to cover all that space. So another play in which Barcelona could have gone up, but not really doing what they have to in order to score that first goal. Villarreal now trying to assert a little bit more of dominance by their side. With Capó, he goes forward to he tries to go forward to Mano Trigueros, but not really being successful. And now Messi looks all the way over to the left wing to Antoine Griezmann, breaking with a little bit more space. He does face Juan Foyth, but he goes back to Jordi Alba, and now once again Griezmann goes all the way back to his defense with a great pass by the midfield by Messi, and Messi does his shot, and he does have a shot by Asenjo, and once again covers his first post well, and he has a hand on it, and now he can control it. So really good pass. I believe it was Alba who had a really good pass for Messi in between lines, and Messi with a really strong shot, but Asenjo really covering his first post well and not allowing the Argentinian to score another goal for his tally. So Asenjo right now, the key player of the match so far for Villarreal, having two really important saves for his team right now. And the defense of Villarreal slowly beginning to crack under the pressure of Barcelona and all the creativity that the team is showing so far. And now we'll see if Villarreal have anything to say and try to attack a little bit more this defense. And Marc-André ter Stegen, who has not really been demanded so far by the Yellow Submarine. Right now, we have Villarreal trying to keep a little bit more of the ball and not really allow Barcelona to have a little bit more of touch. And they look for a long pass, but the pass goes all the way over, and it now will be a ball for Marcandete Stegen, and he will begin once again the play out with his feet right now. Marcandete Stegen. Migueza was a little bit pressured right now, but he did manage to secure a throw in. Barcelona are playing well. They are not playing well. They're not playing bad. They have 61% of possession against 39 only of Villarreal. So they are playing well. They are doing a lot of things so far with the possession. They are creating clear chances, but they are lacking some of that killer instinct in the front, especially with that last Frenkie de Jong attempt where he could have put his team up front, but Barcelona are not playing badly. They are playing well. They are keeping the ball. They are creating spaces. They are creating plays in which they are putting themselves in the position of going in front, but they are lacking that killer instinct. And right now we have Villarreal that recover the ball after a very poor pass by Pedri. Pedri trying to apply a bit more pressure after committing his error. And now they go all the way back to Raul Albiol. Raul Albiol goes all the way over to Gerard Moreno, and Gerard Moreno now finds Dani Parejo a little bit more space. Now he goes to Mano Trigueros. Trigueros goes to Alberto Moreno. Alberto Moreno with a good pass, a good cross, but it goes all the way over. I do think it went just in front a little bit of Paco Alcácer, who was running towards the cross, but he could not manage to get there. And now it is a throw-in for Barcelona, and they go to Marc-André Ter Stegen. Ter Stegen goes once again to Mingueza on his right, and Mingueza pressured a little bit once again, but he does find Messi a little bit more into the center and the midfield of the pitch. He looks to go all the way over to the other side, but he decides to keep the ball. He goes to Des on his right. Serginho Des facing once again Alberto Moreno. Alberto Moreno wins this match, but it will be a throw-in for Barcelona. Serginho Dest and Alberto Moreno, good matchup so far in this match. Neither one really dominating the match. Both have won, both have lost their own individual matches so far, but it is a key part of the game so far. And let's see what both decide to do going forward. Once again, Mingueza, but now inside the half of Villarreal. A little bit playing of key ball between the defense of Barcelona, not really attempting anything that dangerous right now, not really allowing Villarreal also to have the ball in order to break into space. As we all know, that is one of their key components in this game. Jordi Alba almost loses a ball, but he recovers it well, and he goes to Langley. And now they go to Frenkie de Jong, and Frenkie de Jong draws a foul of Chukwueze. Chukwueze tried to steal the ball, but he did commit a foul against the Dutch midfielder. Probably a little bit too much of strength in that attempt of stealing the ball. But let's see. 2 fouls committed for Villarreal and 0 committed by Barcelona. Very clean and very clean match so far. Not really with any aggression or any violent play so far, but let's hope it keeps up that way. So a throw-in for Barcelona. It is Jordi Alba trying to do something. He goes for Frenkie de Jong. Frenkie de Jong goes all the way back to Clément Lenglet, and now they go to Gerard Piqué. Gerard Piqué looks back to his teammate, and now he goes to Frenkie de Jong. Frenkie de Jong with Busquets to Messi. Messi lets the ball in. Now it's to Des. Des with a little bit of a pass. Tried to play a cheeky pass to Pedri, but Asenjo reads it all the way. Now he has the ball. Barcelona are really mixing up their attempts and their attacks. Sometimes it's Messi, sometimes it's Griezmann, sometimes it's even Frenkie de Jong. A little bit of improvisation by both parts. And Asenjo with quick instincts and quick reflexes to get to that ball before it resulted in something a little bit more dangerous for his team. And now it is another foul against Villarreal. I think it was Capo against Sergio Busquets. Busquets was trying to control the ball a bit high up in the air, and Capo just got there a little bit too late. And now it is a foul for Barcelona inside the half of Villarreal, and they play it short. They go to Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba goes back to Longley. Longley once again inside the half of Villarreal, and trying to attempt to have a little bit more of control of the ball. Barcelona. Right now, Barcelona, basically all the balls that are headed away from Villarreal, they do arrive to the feet of Barcelona players. But in the few chances that Villarreal have had of controlling the ball, they have constructed something a little bit different. And now they are trying to go a bit more quicker into the attack. But a good pass by Alberto Moreno, but Paco Alcácer is found again in offside by a great distance. He basically wasn't really that connected to the play, and so another free kick for Barcelona inside their own half. A very interesting match. Very interesting match. Electrifying. Both teams have had their opportunities, and let's see what the score will show us a little bit more going forward. Right now, Clement Lenglet was trying to get away from Gerard Moreno, but he does draw a foul, the French defender, and now it is Sergio Busquets that he goes with Frenkie de Jong. Frenkie de Jong looking for a long pass, but not really attempting it. He goes back to Busquets. Busquets goes to Lenglet. Lenglet with a long pass to Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba with almost a good control, but the ball slithered a little bit away from him. But now he is called offside. A good attempt by Clement Lenglet. Probably delayed a little bit too much his pass. Had he done a little bit earlier, the pass would have been spot on and not really out of not would have been an offside. So let's see what they attempt to do now going forward. Villarreal have the ball once again with Asenjo. Asenjo passes the ball to his midfield, but Capo is tripped up by Sergio Busquets. Sergio Busquets, that was on a 1-1 situation had Capo not gone down. But Sergio Busquets did pull a bit of his t-shirt and Capo went down. And now Alberto Moreno has the ball and he does face Serginho this once again, but he goes back to Pau Torres. Pau Torres that gets away from one player of Barcelona. He does attempt a long pass to Chukwe, and he does go. And now it is a 1-1 situation between Chukwe and Marc-André ter Stegen, and a goal by Villarreal. A good goal, a very good pass by Pau Torres that crossed basically the whole the whole pitch and arrived to the feet of Chukwueze. And now it is a goal for Villarreal. A very good pass once again by Pau Torres. Chukwueze controlled it really well. He faced Marc-André ter Stegen, and he got away from him also with a good cross. Well, with a good a little bit use of feet. And now it is a goal for Villarreal. 1-0 for Villarreal against Barcelona. 26 minutes. Basically the only attempt on target that they've had so far. But the defender that was actually covering him, Jordi Alba, slipped at the moment that he tried to chase up to Chukwueze, and Chukwueze just did the rest. He faced Marc-André ter Stegen, and he got away from him with a little bit of quick feet movement, and he just had to push it in. So a good succession of, well, a really good pass by Pau Torres that got away from the pressure of player of Barcelona, and then Chukwueze with a really good attempt at target that just passed really close to the first post of the German goalkeeper. So right now Barcelona have to play to get up, and now Griezmann has attempt on target. Now it is a goal. What a beautiful goal by Antoine Griezmann to level it up just 1 minute after the goal of Chukwueze. A really good pass now, I think it was from Mingueza, that crossed all the pitch now, and Antoine Griezmann just chipped the ball over Senjo. And what a really good goal now for Barcelona. In a lapse of 2 minutes now, 2 goals for both teams. It is Mingueza that had a really good pass to Antoine Griezmann in between lines. It will not be an offside. And then Antoine Griezmann simply chipped the ball over the goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper had nothing to do. What a really good goal for Antoine Griezmann. I do think it is his 10th goal of the season so far for Barcelona, and what a good goal to really level it up for Barcelona. 28 minutes, 1-1 Barcelona Villarreal en Estadio de la Cerámica. We'll see what the match has in store now for us. Two goals in I think 2 minutes or 3 minutes at the most. But so both goals after an assist by a defender with a long pass, and their attackers really putting the goal away with great fashion. But now Villarreal are trying to attack quickly. Parejo tries to find Moreno on the left wing, but the ball goes away. Now it will be a throw-in for Barcelona defense. It will be Mingueza that will take it. What a good pass by both Mingueza and Pau Torres. Pau Torres pass basically covered the whole pitch, and Mingueza was more or less, I think, 30, 40 meters of a good pass. And now Barcelona are trying to attack quickly once again. Pedri tried a long pass to Antoine Griezmann, but the ball went all the way over to Asenjo. Asenjo has the ball once again, and he wants to break quickly now to Juan Foyth on the right wing. Juan Foyth looking to the middle of the pitch, but Antoine Griezmann tracked him all the way back to his own midfield. And now it is a ball for Barcelona with Lenglet playing all the way back to Marc-André ter Stegen, and now he goes once again to Mingueza on that on the right sector. It goes back to the goalkeeper. And now Barcelona defense looks to be trying to cool down the match a little bit more, not really trying to hurry anything, showing a little bit more of patience. Once again, Mingueza with a long pass, looking for this, but the ball goes out of bounds, and now it is another throw-in for Villarreal. So for those that have just tuned in or could not listen to me before, 2 goals, one for each team. 2 after really good passes by a defender, and the attacker really putting the ball away in good fashion. Chukwueze got away from Marc-André ter Stegen and just had to tap it in. And then Antoine Griezmann chipped the ball over the head of Asenjo, and also a really beautiful goal for the French attacker. And now both teams seem to be a little bit more relaxed and a little bit more patient at the moment of having to create their own attacks. We have Pau Torres. Pau Torres once again pressured by a Barcelona player, and it is Frankie de Jong that tries to get the ball away from him. But Villarreal do find a little bit more space. Chukwueze tries to get a little bit away from Alba. Alba is very physical on their own encounter. And now we have Parejo trying to lead his attack, the attack of his team, but the attempt is repelled by I do think it was Sergio Busquets, and now it goes all the way back to Capó in his own midfield, and he goes forward really quickly to Manu Trigueros. Manu Trigueros trying to fight Chukwueze once again, but it's now Antoine Griezmann, and it is a foul against Chukwueze after a very physical clash. I think it was against Clement Lenglet. So free kick for Barcelona inside their own half. And 32 minutes of play, 1-1 between Villarreal and Barcelona. Really good game. So far, really exciting. Not really lacking any opportunities for both teams. And so, yeah, good match so far. Once again, if you have any question, any comment, please let them in the comment section. I'll be sure to check them out. And yeah, please feel free to do so. Barcelona right now trying to attack a bit more than Messi. Messi not being that key player so far in the attack of Barcelona. It has been more Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba with another great cross for Antoine Griezmann, but Antoine Griezmann did not have a really good control on it, and now it's Villarreal trying to break in a little bit more into space. Chukwueze on that right wing against Clement Lenglet. Clement Lenglet loses against Chukwueze. Now he goes for a pass between lines for Paco Alcácer, but it was a poor attempt, and the ball goes all the way over to Marc-André Stegen, and now it's Clement Lenglet with his French teammate, also Antoine Griezmann. And now Barcelona trying to play a little bit more slowly. They go with Pedri in between lines. He does look a little bit more forward into the midfield. He does find Frenkie de Jong dribbling into a few defenders. He goes all the way over to the left wing with Jordi Alba with Messi on the edge of the box. Messi trying to look for a little bit more space, but he does not find anything. And now he looks to Jordi Alba, but does not attempt the pass. And now it is Sergio Busquets. Sergio Busquets goes to Mingueza to Dest. Dest to with Pedri back to Mingueza. Barcelona having a little session of keep ball, not really doing anything that dangerous to endanger their possession so far, and playing very simple and quick passes, and Villarreal just really allowing them to do that inside their own half. But also, when they get a little bit more closer to the box, they do apply more pressure, not allowing those pocket of spaces to be exploited by any player of Barcelona. Right now, it's Griezmann trying to play with Messi, but the ball is cut out. Once again, it is Griezmann. A very poor pass by the defense of Villarreal, trying to look for Asenjo, but Griezmann intercepted the ball. It came out of nowhere. That pass, it was a controlled ball by the defense of Villarreal, and he tried to go all the way back to Asenjo, but Antoine Griezmann was quick to his feet and reacted really quickly and intercepted the pass. It was a 1-1 situation against Asenjo, and Antoine Griezmann now 2 goals for Barcelona, 11 goals in La Liga for him, and now it is a moment of what just happened for Villarreal. It was a very, I don't understand what happened. I do think it was Juan Foyth. Juan Foyth looked to go back to his goalkeeper with a little bit more of safety, but the pass was lacking everything, direction and power. And Antoine Griezmann was quick and got there before the goalkeeper, and he just had to not push it in. He did have a good shot on it, but a really big mistake by the Villarreal defender. So 2-1 for Barcelona now. Coming back from 1-0, 2 goals for Antoine Griezmann. One after a really good pass of Mingueza. He just chipped the ball over the head of Senjo. And now a bad pass from Juan Foyth, looking to go back to his goalkeeper. And Antoine Griezmann intercepted the ball. And with a really good shot, he did score his second goal. So now 35 minutes of play. And Barcelona are leading right now, and Villarreal are now trying to switch on that killer mode for them. So good match for Barcelona so far. They have had to react a little bit more to what they normally have to. They went down very early in the game. They went down 1-0 at the 26th minute, but then just a few minutes later, Griezmann, as I said, scored the equalizer, and now Barcelona lead 2-1 against Villarreal. And so very electrifying match so far for both teams. Both teams having their opportunities, having their own attempts. Barcelona being a little bit more clinical and having a little bit more of opportunities in front of goal, but Villarreal also have been playing really well. Possibly what the Yellow Submarine are lacking the most at the moment is that final pass in order to really allow their attackers to be in those situations in which they could score the goals. But so far, Villarreal also really playing well. As we look to the statistics, Barcelona are leading right now with 61% against 39 against Villarreal. 4 attempts by Barcelona with 3 on target, and 3 attempts by Villarreal, just 1 on target. And also, as I said before, not really that. It has been a physical game, but it's not been really that harsh either. Both teams having committed some fouls, but neither one really being that violent or that aggressive towards the other team. Villarreal have been applying pressure, but also pressure that has been has been changing, because in the first few minutes they were able to apply a little bit more of pressure in a very good fashion. But after that, Villarreal have probably diluted and been tired. But right now, Barcelona have the ball. They are trying to cool a bit more the tempo of the match. It is a goal kick. Ter Stegen. Ter Stegen goes to Longley, and now they go back to the German goalkeeper. He's not really pressured at the moment. He looks for a long pass, but not really attempting anything. Now he goes to Pedri with a little bit of a problematic pass, but Pedri resolves it well. And Pedri to Mingueza. Mingueza now he is pressured by a lot of players, and now Frankie De Jong is disarmed by the Yellow Submarine team, and now Chukwueze looking to go for it, and he goes to Paco Alcacer. Paco Alcacer with a bad control of the ball, and I do think it actually hit his hand, so it is a handball. It will be a ball for Barcelona inside their own box. He did have a poor control, and now it is a ball once again for Marc-André ter Stegen. As we look back to the second goal of Griezmann, we can actually see him basically lurking and just waiting to see if Juan Foyt commits that error of going back to his goalkeeper. And well, the end result was really good for Barcelona, and 2 goals for Antoine Griezmann in this match. Almost 40 minutes of play. We have Messi looking to construct a little bit more, but the ball is taken away from him. I do think it was Paco Alcacer, but the ball once again falls to Lionel Messi. Messi looks to go to Frankie de Jong, but the ball is once again cut off by the defense of Villarreal. And now it is Pedri that wins the ball once again for Barcelona. And now it is Frankie de Jong. Frankie de Jong, a little bit more space in front of him. He gets away from one defender, but Alberto Moreno is quick to cover him up once again. And now Dest, he goes to Messi. Messi keeping the ball, not really allowing the opposition to get near it. Now they go back to Gerard Piqué. Gerard Piqué inside the own half of Villarreal. He goes with a long pass to Frankie de Jong. But Barcelona definitely right now trying to cool a bit more of the game and trying to allow the tempo to go a little bit down, probably to avoid any unnecessary risk at the moment. They are just a few minutes away from going into the half leading. And also take into consideration that Gerard Moreno is on the other side. He has been scoring a lot of goals, and Villarreal do depend on him to win games. So Barcelona will have to keep an eye on him, as Barcelona are keeping the ball with a long possession at the moment, not allowing Villarreal to have any of it until now that Jordi Alba tried to play a cheeky pass, but the pass was intercepted by Villarreal, and they do attempt to go into space quickly, but Clement Lenglet was quick to his feet and intercepted any attempt. And now it is Barcelona's ball once again inside their own half. They go all the way back to the German goalkeeper, and he goes once again to Oscar Mingueza on that right sector. Oscar Mingueza being basically a secure pass for Marc-André ter Stegen every single time he has the ball. Now Messi gets away from 2 defenders of Villarreal. He goes to De Jong. De Jong tries to go to Serginho Dest, and he does find a little bit more space. Now a little bit closer to the edge of the box. Now Messi facing 5 defenders of Villarreal. He goes to Frankie de Jong. Frankie de Jong slides to attempt a pass to Antoine Griezmann. Now Messi inside the box trying to find Serginho Dest, but the defense of Villarreal just closed off any avenue of pass that Messi had to find the American right back. And now Gerard Piqué wins the ball for Barcelona once again. Now Serginho Dest tries to get away from a few defenders, but his pass is intercepted once again by the midfield. And now Villarreal tried to break a little bit more into space quickly. It was, I do think, Manu Trigueros, or no, it was Capó that was trying to break a little bit more into space. He did find Chukwueze, but then Chukwueze tried to reply his pass, but it went just out of bounds, and it was a throw-in for Barcelona. Barcelona have it once again with their defense inside their own midfield, and now Sergio Busquets trying to find Messi. He does find Messi on the right wing. I'm sorry, and now he goes to this. The right wing being possibly the predominant in possession, but the most clear attacks by Barcelona, the most clinical ones, have been with Jordi Alba on the left wing. So Barcelona have been playing a lot on that right wing, but when it comes to being really a menace for Villarreal, it has come from that left wing, and possibly by flooding that right sector of the pitch, Villarreal have to leave a little bit more space for Alba and Lenglet to attack. But right now, once again, Marc-André Ter Stegen has the ball. He's not really that pressured. As we look to the total passes by Barcelona, it is a long pass by Marc-André Ter Stegen, and Albiol has a poor control, and now Griezmann has attempt, but Asenjo covers his first post once again really well. A good shot by Antoine Griezmann, but Asenjo is quick to defend, and now it is Barcelona that turned the switch on once again, and now it's Antoine Griezmann that tried a cross, but the defense of Villarreal are quick to cut it off, and now it is a ball once again for Asenjo. It was a really good pass by Marc-André Ter Stegen, but Raúl Albiol did not control it well. It fell to Frenkie de Jong, and he did a little bit of a back heel towards Antoine Griezmann, and Antoine Griezmann tried to have a quick shot onto the first post, but Asenjo was really good to cover that part of the goal. And now another attempt for Barcelona that just has not really resulted in another goal. Frenkie de Jong leading the attack. He goes to Antoine Griezmann. Antoine Griezmann to Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba with a good cross. But Asenjo has once again a hand on it. And now it is Pedri. Pedri that finds this, that is inside the box once again. He goes back to Pedri. Pedri tries to get away from a defender, but the defender is really, really good and physical. And now Frenkie de Jong has the ball, and he does have a touch on it, but he is called offside. 45 minutes of play. Let's see how much the referee adds on to this first half. Good attempts by Barcelona so far, and really, I do think the key players so far for Barcelona have been Jordi Alba, Frenkie de Jong, and obviously Antoine Griezmann with 2 goals to his tally in this match. But they have been the main avenues of threat for Barcelona. And at the moment, the halftime has kicked in right now. So Barcelona lead 2-1 after 2 goals of Antoine Griezmann and one of Chukwueze for Villarreal. Really good match at the moment. Electrifying. Barcelona have been dominating this match so far. They have been doing everything that they have to do. They have been applying pressure when they have to. And had they been a little bit more clinical, a little bit more, clinical going forward, they could have been possibly 2 more goals up in their tally. The one that pops into mind is Frenkie de Jong attempt that was saved by Sergio Asenjo on his own goal line. So, but yeah, good results so far for Barcelona at the moment. 2 good goals by Antoine Griezmann, 1 really good goal by Chukwueze for Villarreal. But halftime right now kicked in. Barcelona leading, and I'll take a few minutes of break, but I'll come back for the second half, and let's hope that it keeps up this way. As I said before, please head over to our to our social media channels. Follow us if you want to have a good, reliable source on football in Barcelona and Barcelona on all levels, both Barca first team, Barcelona B. Head over to our page, like us, and yep, I'll go into a few minutes of break, but I'll be back in a few minutes also. So please keep tuned in. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We are back for the second half between in the Villarreal Barcelona game. For those that have just tuned in, Barcelona are leading 2-1 after a beautiful, uh, a very good brace for Antoine Griezmann. The first one came after a really good pass and long pass by Oscar Mingueza, and he just chipped the ball over the head uh, the Senko. And the second one was the product of an error of Juan Foyth, and Antoine Griezmann intercepted the pass, and he had a really good shot in it, and also Sergio Senko really had nothing to do. So Barcelona are leading. They have dominated the match so far with 63% of possession against 37 of Villarreal, 6 attempts with 5 going on target, and 3 attempts by 1 on target for Villarreal. That one attempt on target was the goal of Chukwueze. Also, really good pass by Pau Torres, the defender of Villarreal. He did get away from the pressure of the Barcelona attackers, and then he managed to pass that ball really, basically all over the pitch. And Chukwueze simply received it, got away from Jordi Alba that slipped, I do believe. And then he also got away from Marcandete Seguin with some quick feet movement, and he just had to tuck it in. And as of now, the second half has commenced. Barcelona are leading. They have made a substitution. Sergi Roberto has come on instead of Serginho Dest. So Serginho Dest, a player that has been playing well, not his best performance, but had been playing well, delivering what he had to do. So he has been brought off instead of for Sergi Roberto. So Sergi Roberto is on the only change to the 11 for both teams. And as I said in the first half, I do think that the key players for Barcelona have been Antoine Griezmann, obviously with his 2 goals, but also Jordi Alba with his great crosses by that off that left wing, and also Frenkie de Jong. Frenkie de Jong missed the opportunity to put Barcelona in front before even the first goal of Villarreal, Chukwueze, but he did not capitalize, as he just had to to tuck it in. But Sergio Senko was really good with his reflexes, and he covered basically all his he basically covered all the goal line, and he stopped Frenkie de Jong from scoring that first goal. But nevertheless, Frenkie de Jong has been a key player for Barcelona so far, and we'll see what the second half has in store for us. Once again, if you have any question, any comment, please be sure to let them in the comment section. I'll be sure to check them out. And feel free to leave anything you want. Right now we have Barcelona that have the ball. They attempted to attack quickly on that right wing, but Pau Torres controlled the situation really well, and now he goes to Dani Parejo. Dani Parejo trying to orchestrate a little bit of attack. He goes to Gerard Moreno. Gerard Moreno gives the ball away to Barcelona really quickly, and now it's Sergio Busquets with Messi. Messi not being that key player for Barcelona this match. He has had a few good passes, but not really been that player that he normally is. He right now looked for Jordi Alba with a really good pass in between lines, but the defense of Villarreal got to the ball really quickly, and now Chukwueze is trying to break into space. But between Jordi Alba and Sergio Busquets, they slow him down, and finally Jordi Alba takes him down, and it is a free kick for Villarreal after Chukwueze had gone away from Jordi Alba on one occasion, and then Sergio Busquets was trying to get back to him. Jordi Alba simply got in between his run and the ball, and so it is a foul for Villarreal. And Chukwueze seems to be in somewhat of a pain. As we look back to the fouls committed, 8 for Villarreal and just 4 for Barcelona. Neither have been really that aggressive or with too much violence. Nevertheless, this one for Chukwueze seems to have him in pain, and he is on the floor right now receiving some medical attention. Let's hope that it isn't something that it isn't something that worrying for the attacker. But we'll have to see what the result what result it has for him. Chukwese was sidelined for a few seconds, but he is back on the pitch right now. It does seem like he will be able to carry on without any problems. Right now, Villarreal have it in the mid. The defense of Villarreal has it with Raúl Albiol in the midfield of Barcelona. Barcelona allowing them to get really up the pitch, but once they get to a certain point, they turn on the pressure on for all the players. We'll see how Villarreal reacts to this situation. Real trying to break a little bit more into space. He finds Paco Alcácer with Gerard Moreno. Gerard Moreno tries to find Chukwese, but Antoine Griezmann fouls him, and he does see the first yellow card of the match. So first yellow card for for any player of the match is for Antoine Griezmann. He did commit a foul on Gerard Moreno, and 49th minute, first yellow card of the match. Gerard Moreno trying to get away from a few players of Barcelona, and Antoine Griezmann did contact his left foot really violently. He did leave his shoe on top of the foot of the attacker of Villarreal. So it is a free kick. Dani Parejo will be looking to cross the ball with the danger, but he goes short to Chukwese. Chukwese on the left wing, on the right wing. He goes for a cross, and it does fall to, I do think it was Raúl Albiol, or oh no, it was Gerard Moreno. But the header was really, really slow and without really any power on it. So it went really easily for Marc-André ter Stegen's hand. So now it is once again Barcelona that has the ball with Sergio Busquets. Busquets that goes all the way over to the left with Clément Lenglet. Lenglet goes forward to Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba finds Messi. And now with Pedri trying to get away from three defenders of Villarreal, but the Villarreal defenders are quick to get the ball away once again. So it is Chukwese trying to be a little bit more important player for Villarreal on that right wing, but the Barcelona defense get the ball away once again. It is Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba simply bounces the ball off of Juan Foyth, and now it is a throw-in for Barcelona. Villarreal in the second half are trying to be a little bit more clinical or a little bit more dangerous for the goal of Marc-André ter Stegen. So far, not being really not resulting that well for Barcelona. And right now we have a duel between Dani Parejo and Pedri. Dani Parejo won this match, and now they go to Alberto Moreno. Alberto Moreno on that left wing. He shakes off Griezmann. Trigueros tries a little bit of a back heel, but the defense of Barcelona are quick to have it once again, but they simply get rid of it. And now it is once again a ball for Villarreal with Gerard Moreno on that right wing. He goes to Capó. Once again, Gerard Moreno, Capó. They go to Dani Parejo. A little bit of keep on now for Villarreal. The tables have seemingly turned in this match. Now Villarreal are the ones with the possession. Barcelona waiting the attack of their opponents. Now Pau Torres tried to go into attack, but Antoine Griezmann won the ball, but Pau Torres won it once again. And now Villarreal is inside the box with Chukwese. Chukwese trying to get away, but he has to go back to Dani Parejo, and Messi intercepts the ball. And now it's Frenkie de Jong with a little bit more space. He tries to go, he finds Sergio Roberto, and Sergio Roberto tried to go back to him, but the pass was poorly and was behind. It was basically on the back foot of Frenkie de Jong. And so Villarreal have it once again. And now it's Gerard Moreno who's trying to attack. Villarreal are trying to pull a bit more of pressure on Barcelona, and are trying to to put a little bit more of pressure, a little bit more of intensity into their own game. Villarreal have turned on the attack mode on for them, and now it is a corner kick for Villarreal. Dani Parejo with the cross. He tries to find his defender, but Clément Lenglet was quick to intercept that. Now Frenkie de Jong is trying to head it out. He goes to Antoine Griezmann. Antoine Griezmann goes back to the Dutch midfielder, who simply gets rid of it, not having any of it. And now it is another throw-in for Villarreal. Villarreal go to Raúl Albiol, stepping on the midfield line to Dani Parejo. Dani Parejo to to Mano Trigueros. And now Mano Trigueros goes back all the way to Raúl Albiol. Albiol that is on the midfield. He has to go back to I think it was Pau Torres. He goes back to Senjo. And now Villarreal are trying to construct all the way from the back. So the tables have turned. Barcelona are trying to manage the pressure of Villarreal at the moment, and Villarreal are trying to create a little bit more all the way from the back and trying to put a little bit more of pressure on the Catalonian team. Right now, the ball bounces on the referee, and so it is a free kick for Villarreal, something that you don't see every single match. Villarreal take it quickly with Dani Parejo. Dani Parejo goes back to Juan Foyth. Juan Foyth with a throw in. He goes back to Raúl Albiol even farther. Raúl Albiol trying to look into a bit more space. He does find Paco Alcácer on the edge of the box. He goes inside the box. He tried to pass it to Gerard Moreno, but he's not successful. And now Barcelona draw a foul in two occasions, one on Antoine Griezmann and one on Sergio Busquets. Manos Rigueros and Gerard Moreno trying to pressure the creation of Barcelona all the way from the back. As we see a few players of Villarreal getting ready to come on for the Yellow Submarine, or still not getting ready to come on, but warming up rather for the Yellow Submarine in case they are needed. And now Barcelona are trying to get all the way from their box, creating a little bit more of passes. They have been successful at the moment. Now with Frenkie de Jong find a little bit more space. He goes to Sergio Roberto on that right wing instead of this. With a great cross, he goes to Griezmann, but Griezmann has a touch on it, but it goes wide of the goal of Sergio Asenjo. Good passes between Barcelona to get all the way over to the other side of the pitch. A good cross by Sergio Roberto, but Antoine Griezmann could not really contact the ball really well. So Barcelona with another good attempt and another good attack, led by Frenkie de Jong and by Antoine Griezmann, but not being able to tuck it in for another goal for the French attacker. Right now, Villarreal are trying to once again create all the way from the back. Not really playing any dangerous or very long pass, keeping it short and simple at the moment until Dani Parejo loses the ball to Antoine Griezmann. Messi with a little bit more space. He goes forward. He will shoot. No, he cuts back. He does shot. He does have a shot off, but the ball goes over and wide of the goal of Sergio Asenjo. He tried to get a little bit more of a good angle. He did cut a bit more into the center, but finally he did have to shoot with his weaker foot, with his right foot, and the ball simply went wide of the goal. And now Barcelona recovered once again with Sergio Busquets. Sergio Busquets goes to Messi to Frenkie de Jong, and now he finds Sergio Roberto on the right wing. And now it seems as if Barcelona are trying to keep the ball away from their own box, with possession inside the half of Villarreal. Right now, the game is a really good game, a really competitive game so far. Both midfields have had their ups and downs. We'll see what the end result is, but at the moment, a really good game of football for both teams. Barcelona are trying to, as I said, trying to keep a little bit more of the possession. Oscar Mingueza with a long pass to Frenkie de Jong. Frenkie de Jong that is not caught offside. He does keep the play alive. He goes back to Sergio Busquets. Busquets with Griezmann. Griezmann with Messi. Messi finds Sergio Roberto with a good pass, but the ball just slithers out of bounds. Sergio Roberto was not really quick to get to that ball. Had he reacted a little bit more quickly, he would have been in a really good position to either cross or possibly have an own attempt. As we see now, two players of Villarreal getting ready to come on. It will be Francis Coquelin, and the other player, I do think it will be, I'm not sure, I think it will be Estupiñán. We'll be confirming in a few moments as they come on. And Now Villarreal are trying to create once again all the way from the back. Juan Foyth, a little bit of a complication, but a player of Barcelona on the pitch, a little bit of pain. It is Sergio Busquets that is grabbing his his left leg, a little bit more of pain, trying to get back on his feet. Let's see what happened. I think it was Mano Trigueros simply jumped for the ball and headed, and he did have a little bit of contact on Busquets' left ankle, completely unintentional. But he's a little bit of pain. Let's hope that he can continue on. As we see now, the substitutes for Villarreal, Paco Alcácer will come on for Francisco Quelan. Francisco Quelan, a more defensive midfielder. We'll see now what their formation will be, trying to possibly dominate a little bit more the midfield with more men. And also Alberto Moreno will be coming off. So it will be Estupiñán that will be coming on. So Estupiñán and Francisco Quelan will be coming on for Villarreal, and Paco Alcácer and Alberto Moreno are coming off. So refreshing a little bit those sectors that have been the most problematic for them, possibly. And we'll see now what the formation will be. Possibly Gerard Moreno will now be the sole striker and will not have not that much company anymore. Now Villarreal are trying to attack a little bit more, with Pau Torres trying to find Estupiñán on this first ball, but not really being that successful. Now Barcelona get away with Frenkie de Jong and his iconic dribbles, long dribbles all the way forward, and now he finds I think it's Messi trying to create away from Raúl Albiol, but Raúl Albiol wins this time, and he goes back to Asenjo that simply gets rid of the ball. It falls all the way to Gerard Piqué with a great two-time control. And now he goes to Sergio Busquets to Oscar Mingueza. Now he tries to find De Jong facing Estupiñán for the first time. And now they go all the way back to Raúl Albiol. Villarreal now trying to go forward all the way through their center backs. Raúl Albiol looks to his right. He does find Juan Foyth. With a turbulent match so far. The second goal resulted after a very poor pass of his trying to find his goalkeeper. But now Villarreal are on the attacking end. They tried to find Gerard Moreno with a cross, but Barcelona's defense was quick to get rid of it. And now it's Mano Trigueros. No, it's Capó. I'm sorry. With Capó once again with the ball. Capó trying to dominate a little bit more. He goes to Gerard Moreno. He finds him. He faces Gerard Piqué inside his own box, but Gerard Piqué is quick to get there. And now it is a corner kick for Villarreal. Villarreal have trying to dominate a little bit more. As we see now, Ilaix Moriba is getting ready to come on for Barcelona. I think it will be for Pedri possibly to find a bit more physical strength, unless Sergio Busquets is not well physically, and so it will be for him. Now Villarreal with Estupiñán inside the box. He gets rid of one defender of Barcelona, and now it is a good shot by Villarreal, but Marc-André ter Stegen is there to get the ball away. It was Capó that had an attempt on target, but Marc-André ter Stegen simply he was there to have a good angle on it. It hit his right leg and went over the bar, and it is another corner kick for Villarreal. Their second of the not their second. Their second really attempt on target, and now another cross by Estupiñán. It falls all the way to Trigueros. Trigueros tries a volley, but the defense of Barcelona are quick to get it back, and now it's Barcelona trying to break quickly into space with Pedri, but he faces 2-3 defenders of Villarreal. He tries to get away. He manages to get a throw-in for his team, and now it will be, I think, a substitute for Barcelona. We'll see who will be coming off for Ilaix Moriba. A really good attempt by now is Estupiñán. They got away from it was Pedri, and then a back cross for Capó, and Capó had a good strong contact with the ball, but Marc-André ter Stegen was quick and reacted with his feet. It is Pedri that is coming off for Barcelona. A good match for him, not his most brilliant match, but a good match nevertheless. And it is now Ilaix Moriba that is coming on. Ilaix Moriba, more physical player, definitely more physically gifted. And we'll see what he brings to the table for the Catalonian team for the rest of the match. 63 minutes, 64 minutes already, 24 to go. We'll see what the game still has for us. Right now we have Barcelona trying to get away from the pressure of Villarreal. What a good pass between Lenglet and Jordi Alba on that left sector. Jordi Alba was quick to get away from the defenders of Villarreal, but once Lenglet was quick, had the ball in his possession, the defenders of Villarreal were really, really quick to their pressure. Right now, Villarreal applying the pressure really well against Barcelona, not really allowing any pocket of space or allowing their players to have a lot of time. And now we have a red card for Villarreal. The ball had gotten away from Manu Trigueros. He had a very bad control, and the ball had found its way to Messi. Messi had controlled it, but Manu Trigueros trying to recover the ball really quickly. He slid, and it is a red card for the Villarreal player. So 65 minutes, Villarreal are now one man down. It was a very aggressive, very, very violent play by Manu Trigueros. He did contact the left ankle of Messi. Messi had a control, but Manu Trigueros had a little bit of contact on the ball, but then simply contacted the whole of Messi's left ankle. Let's hope that it's nothing serious, as it was a little bit. He did have a little bit of pressure on it. Let's hope that it's nothing serious or nothing or a great injury. Messi is on the floor. He is in pain. The medical staff are checking him, and Manu Trigueros at the moment has been sent off. Messi is in pain. Let's hope it's nothing that serious. Let's see what happens. And I'll take a moment to look at the comment section. Mustafa Azmi says, "Nice, bro. Thanks. I try my best." So it does look as if Messi will be okay to get on with the match. He did seem to be in a lot of pain, but he is getting up by his own initiative. He is on his feet. He does have a little bit of discomfort as it looks, but he is talking with Dani Parejo. Dani Parejo trying to get his case towards him of why it should not be a red card. But at the moment, as it stands, Manu Trigueros has been sent off by the referee of the match, who, by the way, is Carlos del Cerro Grande. So Manu Trigueros is sent off. Villarreal will have to play upstream against Barcelona with one man down and also with one goal down. So we'll see what the El Submarine now has to do in order to recover the lead, or at least try to tie the game at the moment. Now we have Ilaix Moriba trying to get forward. He does find Messi. Messi goes to Sergio Roberto on the right wing, and he goes with a cross, and Ilaix Moriba tries and attempts a shot, but it goes just wide, a little bit over the bar of Sergio Asenjo. A good attempt by the youngster Ilaix Moriba. He did create the play, and then he was on the receiving end of the cross, and he did have a good attempt, but it just went a little bit over the crossbar. So it's now Villarreal that is a little bit more pressured. They try to play it long, but Oscar Mingueza is there all the way to simply have the ball. And now Oscar Mingueza, once again, he goes all the way back to Marc-André ter Stegen, allowing the team to have a little bit more space from the back. They go to Jordi Alba on the left wing. He goes back to the midfield with Frenkie de Jong. Now he goes to Gerard Piqué. And right now, as it looks, Barcelona are trying to keep the ball in between their midfield and their defense. So Messi, possibly not his most brilliant match so far, but right as at the moment, he has been responsible for the sending off of one player of Villarreal, and we'll see what this results in. And now Barcelona were trying to apply the pressure on a player, Juan Foyth of Villarreal, but Juan Foyth finally drew a foul. I don't know if it was by Ilaix Moriba or by Frenkie de Jong. I do believe it was Ilaix, as he was tripped up a little bit by the young player. So almost 70 minutes of play, and now Villarreal will have to do something special in order to at least draw this match. Right now, Asenjo being a little bit more pressured by Ilaix Muriba. Ilaix Muriba has been a good player for Barcelona. He has brought a bit more of energy and pressure for the Catalonian team. So we'll see what he also brings towards these final minutes of the game, where the fatigue can be a key factor. Asenjo not being pressured by any player of Barcelona, he is looking for a long pass. He finally does go for a long pass for Gerard Moreno, but Gerard Moreno controls it a little bit poorly, but he does find Chukwueze, and now Estupiñán facing Sergi Roberto. Estupiñán trying to get away. He does go inside the box. He does have a shot by Marc-André ter Stegen, simply has to get on his knees and control it very simply. Estupiñán with a good attempt. He did get a little bit away from Sergi Roberto, not really knowing where he would go. But at the end, he did not have a really good shot. And so Marc-André ter Stegen saved it really, really calmly. Right now, Barcelona, once again, having a little bit of keep ball between their own defense and the midfield. As we look towards the attempt on target, it's 6 for Barcelona and just 4, well, not just 4, but 4 for Villarreal. And of those 4, it would be possibly just 2 that have been really problematic for Barcelona. The one of the goal, obviously, by Chukwueze, and also the one in which Capó had a very solid effort on target, and Marc-André ter Stegen was quick to cover to cover the attempt. And now Juan Foyth was pressured a little bit more by Jordi Alba, but he got away really good, the Argentinian defender. Now Juan Foyth, once again, after a pass by Gerard Moreno back to the defender, and now it's now it's Dani Parejo. He goes back to Raúl Albiol, and now they go to Coquelin to Chukwueze. Coquelin not being really that mentioned in these minutes since he has been subbed on. He's been a little bit lost, I think, or really, really well covered by the midfield of Barcelona. Now he has a pass. He goes back to Pau Torres. As it looks at the moment, it looks as if Villarreal have rearranged themselves with a 3-man defense: Pau Torres, Raúl Albiol, and Juan Foyth. And Estupiñán is now more of a right midfielder. Now we see Messi trying to break a little bit more into space. He goes to Antoine Griezmann. Antoine Griezmann finds Ilaix Muriba. Ilaix Muriba cuts. He shoots, but he is brought down, and the referee says nothing. He says that it's not a penalty. We'll be looking back at it. Ilaix Muriba had cut away from one defender, but it looked as if he had pulled his arm back, and we'll see. So right now, Villarreal once again have been saved. Not a penalty, and now Villarreal trying to get away from their own box as quick as possible with Juan Foyth and now Raúl Albiol. Raúl Albiol goes to Gerard Moreno. Gerard Moreno dropping really, really deep into his own midfield, trying to have a little bit more contact, but not really being successful in having any attempt on target. Now we have Pau Torres trying to get forward. He goes to Dani Parejo. Dani Parejo with Capó. Capó trying to find Gerard Moreno, but a few players down now. It looks as if Capó is down in pain, and also I think it was Frenkie de Jong that was also down for a few seconds after the interception of Gerard Moreno. Oh, and as we look back, Ilaix Muriba did go down on his own. He did have a good cut back into the center, but then he didn't have an attempt on target. But Raúl Albiol was simply really putting him in an awkward situation, and Ilaix Muriba simply went down trying to have a good shot. But nevertheless, it was not a foul. It was not a penalty, and the ref really got it well that time. Right now, we have Barcelona once again trying to attack through Messi. Messi being disarmed by the midfield. It was Capó, I think. And now they find Gerard Moreno in a little bit more space. He is inside the box. He does face Gerard Piqué. He goes with a little bit of a cross, but the defense of Barcelona are quick to recover it once again. I think it went to the direction of to Coquelin. And now Barcelona trying to break a little bit more quickly. Messi, he could have found Sergio Roberto, but now it is Messi against Pau Torres, I think. And the Argentinian has gone down, and it is another yellow card. We'll see who is on the receiving end of the yellow card. It is Pau Torres. Messi had gone away a little bit from it, and then we saw a little bit of hand movement, and Messi puts his hands on the face as if to refer that Pau Torres had simply contacted his face in that sprint in between the two players. And Pau Torres indeed had put both his hands on the face of Lionel Messi, trying to win that sprint against the Argentinian attacker. He does not look happy with that yellow card. And now another yellow card for a key player for Villarreal, now Pau Torres, a defender. So let's see if he can complete this match without seeing a red card and putting his team in an even bigger disadvantage. Right now it's Dani Parejo for Villarreal. Now Gerard Moreno that finds Capó really well. He does have a little bit more space. He goes to Estupiñán, who's on the left wing. Estupiñán looks to go back to Capó, but the ball is intercepted. Now Messi, he finds Sergio Roberto. Sergio Roberto not really looking to go into speed, but simply stopping and going back to Oscar Mingueza. Now he goes to Sergio Busquets. Now the midfield of Barcelona are keeping the ball between Frenkie de Jong and Sergio Busquets, not really allowing much else. Now Messi finds Griezmann. Griezmann does manage the pressure well. Now Sergio Busquets goes all the way over to Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba goes to Clement Lenglet, and now it does look like Barcelona are much more comfortable. They are having the ball all for themselves, not really allowing Villarreal to come into contact. 75 minutes, just 15 to go. Antoine Griezmann trying to lead a little bit more the attack, but he goes back to Clement Lenglet. Now Sergio Busquets tries to find Sergio Roberto, but but the ball goes all the way out of bounds, and now it's Raúl Albiol that goes to the ground. He touches his face, his eyes, as if something had really disturbed him. And now it is another substitute for Villarreal. It will be Capó coming off, and it also will be Moy Gomez coming on for the midfield of Villarreal. It does look as if Raúl Albiol is claiming that Ilaix Moriba contacted his face. And so, but the referee did not see anything and just allowed the play to go on. And the game has now been resumed. The substitute, as I said, Moy Gomez on for Capó. We'll see what he can add to his team in these final 14 minutes of the match. Right now, Marc-André ter Stegen has the ball. He's a little bit pressured and gets rid of the ball with Clement Lenglet. Now with Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba goes to Antoine Griezmann. Antoine Griezmann tries to connect with Ilaix Moriba, but the ball is intercepted by Dani Parejo. They go back to Pau Torres. Pau Torres, with patience, not really that pressured. Now Raúl Albiol. Raúl Albiol is pressured. He goes to Dani Parejo, and Dani Parejo goes back to Pau Torres. The defense of Villarreal trying to look for those long passes rather than with the midfield. Now it's Chukwueze. Chukwueze trying to get away from a few defenders of Barcelona. He does find Gerard Moreno. Gerard Moreno with a good shot, but it goes just wide of the goal of Marc-André ter Stegen. Gerard Moreno with a good control. He did try to cut back from Gerard Piqué, but at the end his shot was not really on target. It was a good shot, but it just lacked a little bit of accuracy. And another good attempt by Villarreal trying to have a quick succession and a quick attack against the Barcelona defense. Now it's Ilaix Moriba who goes to the ground after another foul. It does look as if Ousmane Dembélé will be coming on these final minutes. A good substitute for Barcelona, trying to possibly exploit a little bit more of those spaces. Now we have Messi. Messi goes to Jordi Alba. Back to Messi. Back to Jordi Alba. A little bit of keep ball between the two players. Now allowing Villarreal to get even near the ball. And now Barcelona go back all the way to Gerard Piqué. He goes to Sergi Roberto. Sergi Roberto goes to Sergio Busquets. And now they go all the way back to Marc-André ter Stegen. Ter Stegen will simply have to get rid of the ball as far as possible. And he does. And it will now be... it's in the possession of Sergio Asenjo, the other goalkeeper. We'll see for who... we'll see for who the goalkeeper will be. We'll see for Sergio Asenjo, the other goalkeeper. We'll see for who... we'll see for who the goalkeeper will be. 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 We'll see for who the goalke For who Ousmane Dembélé will be coming on, possibly I would think either Griezmann or Jordi Alba, but I don't think it will be Jordi Alba because he does he does bring a lot to the table defensive wise. So I do think it will be Antoine Griezmann possibly. And now we have Messi. Messi trying to control and have a little bit more of the ball, but he is brought down by Moy. No, it was by Francis Coquelin. Francis Coquelin brought him down in the midfield. And so now it will be another free kick for Barcelona, far away from the box of Asenjo. 13 fouls for Villarreal against 7 of Barcelona. For those that have just tuned in, it was a red card for Manu Trigueros, and it is Antoine Griezmann who will be coming off a really good match for Antoine Griezmann, securing 2 goals and putting Barcelona in the lead. 11 goals in total for his tally in La Liga, and Ousmane Dembélé will be substituted on. Ousmane Dembélé that was not present in the last game against Osasuna. No, I'm sorry, against Getafe. And so a good substitute for Ousmane Dembélé, allowing him to have a little bit of play time, and also possibly will be exploiting those spaces that the Villarreal defense will now be looking to leave in order to go front into the attack and not lose this match. As we look into the comment section, Procas Barua, mental. Yep, it is a mental match so far. Really good match of football. Barcelona are trying to keep right now 80 minutes of play, just 10 minutes of play left, and whatever the referee add is injury time. Barcelona are leading 2-1 with a brace of Antoine Griezmann. Really good goals, both goals by Antoine Griezmann. And now Juan Foyth gets away from Ilaix Moriba. He tries to go forward quickly into space with Gerard Moreno and with Dani Parejo. Estupiñán right now on the left wing, facing Sergi Roberto. He has to go back as he didn't have a clear avenue. He goes back to Pau Torres, and Pau Torres goes back to Estupiñán. But Estupiñán manages to get a corner kick after a good matchup with Sergi Roberto. Sergio Roberto really covered him well. It's now 5 corner kicks for Villarreal against just 1 of Barcelona. We'll see what Villarreal will try to do now. This corner kick, Barcelona cannot really cannot do anything about it. And now it is a cross, but Marcandete simply punches the ball all the way away from his own box. Messi commits a foul, I think. He did commit a foul, or he did draw a foul, as he did try to break really quickly. And now it's Frenkie de Jong trying to find Ousmane Dembélé with a lot of green space in front of him. He's inside the box. He gets away from one defender, but then Juan Foyth was quick to recover. And now it is called that Ousmane Dembélé was on offside initially. So now it's a ball for Villarreal. And now Sergio Busquets commits a foul, I think, against Coquelin, and he does see a yellow card. So yellow card for Sergio Busquets. Sergio Busquets it was Chukwueze, after Chukwueze tried to get really quickly away from him. And Sergio Busquets does see a yellow card, 82 minutes of play. In that last foul against Messi was using his body really well to get rid of the pressure that Estupiñán was using against him. And had he done it successfully and had there not been a foul, he would have possibly been able to go on to score a goal, or at least put a bit more pressure on the goalkeeper. Right now we have Villarreal trying to dominate a little bit more than midfield with Foyth. And he tries a through pass, but Longley is quick to read it, and now it's with Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba goes to Busquets with Oscar Mingueza with a poor control and almost lost the ball inside his own box, but he got away with it. He simply got rid of it. And now it's Dani Parejo with a good pass, attempted pass. But now Barcelona are trying to break quickly into space. And Messi now finds Ousmane Dembélé with a good pass to Frenkie de Jong in a 1-1 situation. And a good pass and a good shot, but he tried to chip it over the head of Sergio Asenjo, but it goes wide of the goal. What a good opportunity, but once again, Frenkie Young not really at his finest, not with his does not have his shooting boots on, and he leaves the possibility of Villarreal of still living. Had he tucked it in, Villarreal would have been possibly just down for the rest of the match. 83 minutes played, just a few minutes left. Frenkie Young not really doing the best option right there. A good counter attack by Barcelona. Messi saw Dembélé with a lot of space. He did play the ball, and Dembélé played a really good ball to Frenkie de Jong. And Frenkie de Jong tried to chip it over Senko, but it went wide of the goal. And so now 2-1 Barcelona. Could have been 3-1 right now, but Frenkie de Jong not really at his finest moment. And now Villarreal have it with Coquelin trying to pull a bit more of pressure. Dani Parejo gets away from Sergio Busquets, and now Dani Parejo tries a good ball. He goes to his attacker, who tried to find Gerard Moreno, but the defense of Barcelona are quick to get rid of it. And now it's Estupiñán trying to get away from Frenkie de Jong. Frenkie de Jong gets away the ball, and now it's Sergio Roberto with Messi. Messi trying to orchestrate a little bit of attack right now. Messi gets away from two players of Villarreal. He plays a good pass, and now they go to Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba that almost won the position, but Raúl Albiol had come back really successfully, and now it is called that Jordi Alba was on offside. Raúl Albiol not happy with the delay of the call, and now Barcelona really have to just keep their calm and play the counter attack, and they could find a lot of spaces, especially for Ousmane Dembélé, who, as we all know, is really a pacey player. Right now, we have Villarreal trying to attack with Chukwueze on the left, on that right wing, and he draws a foul of Ilaix Moriba, and I think he did see a yellow card. I'm not sure. We'll confirm in a few seconds, but it is a free kick, almost on the edge of the box for the Villarreal team. Ilaix Moriba did trip up the attacker. And then Jordi Alba simply kicked the ball. It bounced on the propaganda on the edge of the pitch, and it hit Chukwueze on the head. Completely unintentional, but it did hit Chukwueze. And now it will be a clear attempt on target for Villarreal. Dani Parejo is getting ready for a cross. Here we see Dani Parejo with a good cross, and Gerard Moreno almost with a overhead kick, but it went very, very smoothly for Marc-André ter Stegen's hands. Gerard Moreno almost with a good attempt on target, but once again, it was simply lacking any kind of power or good positioning. So now Lenglet has it for Barcelona. He goes all the way over to Sergi Roberto, and he does find him. And now Busquets trying to find, and he does find Ilaix Moriba. Ilaix Moriba uses his body really well, and he draws a foul by Estupiñán. So now a free kick for Barcelona inside their own half. Barcelona just trying to cool down a lot the match for their own team and trying to cruise to the win. Let's remember that Villarreal are one man down. So Barcelona right now at the moment just trying to cruise to a win. As I was just going to say, Barcelona had just used two substitutes, but now another substitute has been brought on. Ronald Araujo has been brought on for Sergio Busquets. So we'll see now what the formation is for Barcelona. Possibly Ilaix Moriba will be asked to play a bit more centrally, and also possibly also Sergi Roberto will be asked to play a bit more inside the center and allow Oscar Mingueza to be more free on that right wing. Now we see a throw-in. Ilaix Moriba trying to draw a foul once again, but the referee not giving it this time, and now Villarreal try to break a little bit more into space with Coquelin. Coquelin goes back to Raúl Albiol. Raúl Albiol goes all the way back to Sergio Asenjo. And now Sergio Asenjo trying to create a bit more all the way from the back with Pau Torres. But Pau Torres does not see any clear avenues of passes, and he has to go back all the way to his goalkeeper. And now the goalkeeper goes back to Pau Torres, but not having any possibilities of creating something or having any clear pass, as all the players of Villarreal are in 1-1 situations of coverage against players of Barcelona. They finally go long with Juan Foyth. Ilaix Moriba wins the ball, but now it is a throw in for Villarreal, and another substitutes for Villarreal. The final substitute for the Yellow Submarine will be see who will be coming on. Who will be coming on? Chukwese has been brought off, and Pino has been brought on for him, and Raúl Albiol has also been brought off instead of, and now Mario Gaspar will use his position. So Mario Gaspar, left a right back, trying to possibly cover a little bit more that speed of Ousmane Dembélé. And now we have Dani Parejo in the midfield. We have Mario Gaspar trying to exploit a little bit more of that right wing. Coquelin goes to Moy, to Estupiñán. Estupiñán moving a lot but not doing really anything. Now Coquelin once again. Coquelin with Moy. Moy with a good pass to Coquelin. Coquelin that bounces the ball off Gerard Piqué, and so another corner kick for Villarreal. Almost 90 minutes of play, 89 minutes and 20 seconds. We'll see what happens in these final moments of the game. Villarreal with another corner kick. The referee is asking the VAR is talking to the VAR after a possible handball of Gerard Piqué, but he does not give anything. And now another cross, but the defense of Barcelona are quick to get rid of it, but it falls once again to the feet of Villarreal, trying to look for another cross. They do look for it. Juan Foyth, Mario Gaspar with a good shot, but it goes all the way over the crossbar of Marc-André ter Stegen. Now Gerard Piqué asking his team for a little bit more of patience and to not get into those awkward positions. 5 minutes added of play, almost 1 full minute played already. Marc-André ter Stegen is trying to eat away all the time possible in this play. He has not kicked the ball. Now he restarts the play. He goes really, really long to Ilaix Moriba. Ilaix Moriba wins against Dani Parejo. And now Sergio Roberto tries to play it back, but he plays a very poor pass. But Jordi Alba uses his intelligence and wins a throw-in for Barcelona. Now once again trying to win all the possible time. And now a throw-in that finds Ousmane Dembélé with a little bit more space, but Pau Torres is quick to recover the ball. And now in between the defense of Villarreal trying to play and not lose the ball in those committed spaces. And now Asenjo has to get rid of the ball as quickly as possible and as far away as possible. But Ronald Araujo wins the aerial duel. But once again, Juan Foyth has the ball. He goes to Coquelin to Moy trying to go forward into space. He finds Estupiñán on that left wing. He goes into physical duel with Oscar Mingueza. Oscar Mingueza wins, and it is now a throw-in for Barcelona. So Barcelona are having a lot of plays in which they are having the possibility of wasting as much time as possible. 92 minutes, just 3 to go. Not really a lot of attack either by Barcelona or Villarreal at the moment. Mingueza delays the game as much as possible until he does see a yellow card. So now Oscar Mingueza sees a yellow card. He does throw in the ball now. Villarreal win it. Now Gerard Moreno tried to hit the ball, but Ronald Araujo was there to simply overtake the complete aerial duel. And now a defender of Villarreal is pressured. They go long to Ousmane Dembélé. Ousmane Dembélé with a lot of space in front of him. He goes to Messi. Messi inside the box. He faces Foyth, but it is another offside, I think, by Ousmane Dembélé. And the players of Villarreal are not happy with the fact that the referee is taking so long to give these offside decisions. Right now, 93 minutes, 6 offsides for Barcelona, just 1 for Villarreal. Barcelona won the aerial duel once again. Ilaish Moriba almost won the ball, but Coquelin was quick to recover it. And now Mario Gaspar on that right wing, trying to play the ball as quickly as possible. He's trying to find Pino, but he does not find him. Now they go back to Coquelin. Coquelin with Pino. Mario Gaspar once again on that right wing, not really knowing what to do with the ball. He is pressured by 2-3 defenders of Barcelona. Now he loses the ball against Frenkie de Jong. Frenkie de Jong with a lot of green space in front of him. He goes to Ilaish Moriba on that left wing. Ilaish looks to waste a little bit more of seconds, but he goes even more forward with Ousmane Dembele. Ousmane Dembele facing Juan Foyth, I think. Ousmane Dembele gets away. He finds himself inside the box. He goes to Messi. Messi pressured now by two defenders. Messi trying to get away. He also is wasting a great deal of time right now, simply keeping the ball away from Villarreal. Araujo with Mingueza with Messi. Messi trying to draw a foul. He does draw a foul in the end. The defender of Villarreal was simply pulling of his. Well, it was Francisco Coquelin was pulling a lot from his right arm until he finally went down. Messi. So a free kick for Barcelona just 20 seconds to go, depending also on what the referee has to say with all the time wasted. It looks as if Barcelona will secure another victory for them. Barcelona just played simple, played short. They are just waiting for the match to end. Once again, Villarreal loses a game, but they go forward, trying to go forward really quickly as fast as they can. But Gerard Moreno is pressured by a lot of players, and now Araujo using his physicality to get away from players and also to cover the ball as well as he can. 95 minutes and 30 seconds played already. Now it's Dani Parejo that tries to play the ball, but the match ends. So another win for Barcelona. They do keep. They are inside. They are in the possibility of still winning La Liga. 2 goals by Antoine Griezmann. Really good goals by the French attacker. One after a really good pass by Oscar Mingueza, and he simply chipped the ball over the head of the goalkeeper Sergio Asenjo. And the second one was after a really poor display of focus by Juan Foyth. Juan Foyth, the defender of Villarreal, tried to play all the way back to his to his goalkeeper, but Antoine Griezmann was quick to recover it, and he had a good shot. And finally, the ball was inside the net. So Frenkie de Jong had 2 attempts that could have also ended in goals. Nevertheless, Barcelona do secure another win. So as things stand, let's see if I can find a quick updated chart of La Liga at the moment. So as things stand, Barcelona are tied in points with Real Madrid with one match less, as they had to play the final of La Copa del Rey. At the moment, they are second, waiting to see what Atletico Madrid will do a little bit later on today. But a good game for Barcelona, a really good match for them. They did have a really good build up to basically every single play that they had. They did control the match for a great part of a great deal of the time. They did do everything right. Possibly could have ended a little bit more with more goals had they been more clinical. Messi not his finest match or day, but he did provoke Manu Vallejo to be sent off. But Manu Trigueros to be sent off. So good match for Barcelona. They win 2-1. They win 2-1 at the full time. And so, as I said before, brace of Antoine Griezmann in Estadio de la Cerámica. They win 2-1 at the end. And a goal by Chukwueze after also really good goal by by Pau Torres, the defender of Villarreal. And so Barcelona win, another good win for Barcelona in La Liga. They solely depend on themselves to win this La Liga. That is, I think, one of the closest ones I think I've seen in a few years. So yeah, let's hope that later on today, Atletico Madrid does not have the best result, and Barcelona can even close even more the gap. But if there's not any more comments or anything more to say, I would say that that's it. Thank you all for tuning in. Once again, if you want to know more about us, go over and check out our website, blaugranagram.com. We'll be your source of news for Barcelona. And also, if you like what we do, please be sure to head over to all of our social media. Tomorrow, Omar Hawash, the CEO of Blaugranagram, and myself will be on the Driven Shot podcast. Special guest tomorrow, so please be sure to tune in. And thank you all for your support, and a good win for Barcelona once again. And thank you all for your support and for tuning in. And hope you all stay safe, sane, and